Uja, can you hear me now? Is this better sound? Yep. Okay, very good. We'll go with this then. What's up, everyone? We'll begin with a brief prayer, and then we'll get on with the meeting so we can conclude. Om Amu Rapta, Om Amu Rapta, Om Amu Rapta, Om Amu Rapta, Om Pata Pata Pata. Greetings, everyone. I'm going to see if the webcam will work, first of all. Okay, I can see myself. Can you all see me as well? What's up? Okay, we're doing good so far. We have sound now and we have visual. And I'm going to see if the desktop will work now. Okay, let me know if you can see my desktop also now. Okay, very good. I think we're ready to go. This is the main Egyptian yoga website. And I was just playing some music here, which I thought was appropriate for the program tonight. I wasn't not going to play the whole thing. You can go to the website and play it. It was appropriate for tonight. And if you see me waving, there's an uninvited guest to our program tonight, Mosquito. But what we're going to do tonight is that we're going to have the first part of this orientation is going to be an open house for those of you who are new to the program or who may be joining that you're interested in the program. And the second part is going to be an introduction to the new course that we're going to be starting technically next month. Yeah, I'm going to put the chat on right now in case there are any questions or messages. So first of all, we're going to go to the Egyptian Mystery School website. It's either EgyptianMysteries.org or the Egyptian Mystery School this site, we did an introduction to this. Actually, we're approaching the 1-year anniversary of the inception of this reorganization of the Kemet University. And actually, we should start with the main Kemet University site. It is Kemet University at or KemetUniversity.com, yes. And this site is like an overall site for everything, for the entire concept. It gives information about the concept, about the practice of Timatawi and Shadad Neder, Egyptian mysteries and Egyptian yoga. And when you go, so it's like an umbrella site, like a parent site. And you go in and you can get information, general information about all the books and about what the mission of the Kemet University is. And essentially, the university is like a Seba head. Seba means to illumine, it means like a star, to shine light on. And that leads us to the Asaru College. So the university has several colleges. And in a sense, what we're talking about today could be thought of in that way. Actually, I'm going to talk about two: the institution of the African Origins course and the new Teachings of the Temple of Aset course. Those courses could be considered to be in separate colleges. One is under the College of History and Philosophy. One is and that's the African Origins. The Temple of Aset could be in the College of Philosophy or the Sima Reg. And so you can get the drift of where I'm getting at. The main Egyptian Mystery site is information about all the colleges. And that's what this image is here. And one of the main ones, the one that was instituted back in last October, I guess, is the Asaru College. And that is an initiatic studies program with 3 levels. But you can, we'll go to that website in a minute. We're just perusing here, the KemetUniversity.com. And the Kemet University has a new site, which is KemetUniversity.com/TV, where we have videos and we're trying to post different things in there. So let's go to the main menu of the KemetUniversity.com. So here you have different articles to give an understanding of the concept of the Kemet University, its mission, the general information about the study programs, accreditation, the faculty, Shams initiation, classes and online programs, Egyptian yoga philosophy, Shadad Neder community, what to do, what do the Terrans believe in, and the Terran Creed, and so on and so forth. These, once you go into these, let me just go into one of the pages. They lead you to more information about us and about the program. And you can go into, some of these will actually lead to try to find where that leads. Gives you general information about the study programs, but really they will lead you to the next site, which is the Asaru College site, where it's information about the Asaru College, which is the Egyptian Mystery School. So from Kemet University, now we've gone to the Egyptian Mystery School. And this is the one that we inaugurated. The Kemet University site was there since several years, but it's been revamped. And now this new website, Physician Mysteries, was instituted last year in October. And with the three main levels of study, of initiatic study, the level 1, level 2, level 3, several students have been involved in level 1 and a few in level 2, and level 3 has not been instituted yet. And these are levels of initiatic study, going from beginner, which is at level 1, through level 2, which would be a more intermediate, and level 2 brings you from the introduction into the intermediate stage, and then level 3 is more advanced. So level 1 deals with foundations of the philosophy and spiritual discipline. Level 2 deals with mythic wisdom. And level 3 deals with metaphysics. And this is information. There is this front page has some general information about the program. And there's also some information about the certificate courses that are, like I said, they should be on separate colleges, actually. So let's go into the level 1 summary. Yes, you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and each one of these pages has information as well as a video that we did a open house, something like this, to give information about each of the different levels of study and their purpose and so on and so forth. So there's a video here that you can play that gives an introduction to the level 1. I'm not going to play it now. And on the page, this is what is called Shatau Kemamu, Mysteries of Matter or Mysteries of Creation. So the three levels are different levels of mysteries. And so you start with foundations of the world of time and space, and then you go to the mysteries of the astral plane, and that's the mythic mysteries. And then you go into the mysteries of soul, or the causal plane, the duat. And that is what is done in the studies in level 3. And so this gives you information about level 1 studies, the books that are involved, and gives you an idea of what's in the lessons. And several students have been working on this one for the last year. And I hope that they agree, and that I have certainly seen that working with the material in this way has been much different as opposed to what we've done. These are the different lessons I'm showing here now. Has been much different from how we've done previously in previous years. This is a very systematic and very dynamic, interactive way of giving the teaching. Ideally, the teaching should be given in the following way. You should be having regular lectures in a setting that is conducive, that is peaceful, where aspirants and the teacher can be in the same location and in person. And what I mean by regular, it should be no more, the intervals between classes should not be more than really a week. And what we've done with the program, especially with the last edition of the chat meetings about 4 or 5 months ago is that we have put together a system whereby we have webinars like this monthly, one at least, and we also have chat meetings every week, and also we have you doing lessons and looking at video and listening to audio, and then you also have to write. So it's not, you don't just only take things in, what is given to you, what is spoken, or what is, the visuals. You're also asked to work with it, to exercise the gray matter, to work with the material and to regurgitate it essentially. And then I'm using vulgar terms here now, but using that analogy, your regurgitations, you know how I'm probably going to mess this up though with the analogy. How some animals, they're young, they vomit the food for them, they mulch it up, and the little chicks or little animals, they eat it, and sometimes they throw it up, and then the mother eats it again, so it'll be chewed up for them. So in a sense, that's a crude analogy, but in a way, that's how the teaching process goes. And the better qualitative environment for the teaching, the better the learning environment. And so the higher quality is it has to do with frequency, it has to do with FaceTime, it has to do with being able to have the material disseminated in a way that is palatable but also usable, that is achievable, but it should not be so diluted that it does not have a transformative effect. So to that extent, you have to do some work, and you have to exercise the gray matter and be challenged a little in your effort, and then you get the results of those efforts, which is, of course, the coveted goal, which is enlightenment. And that's what the school is all about. So not only are you reading books, you're not only looking at videos and listening to audio, and then you have questions to answer about it, which means you have to think, you have to put things together. And that process allows a certain cleansing of the mind to occur, a certain internal movement of introspection to occur. We have to put your ideas together, to write them and to send them back in, and then you get feedback on those. And that feedback allows you to be confirmed or corrected in your way of understanding. And so that pretty much, using the modern technology, takes care of those aspects. Now, the other aspect, the more human aspect, is to be able to, if possible, adding to that, is to have physical proximity and FaceTime, like attending conferences or attending seminars and classes in person to meet. If that cannot happen, then you do the best you can, of course. But if it can happen, that would augment the capacity of the teaching to have a more powerful effect. Because if you're just staying or living in your city and you don't meet with others, you don't talk to anyone in the teaching, you just talk with people in the world, and you only interact online, that is better than not doing so, for sure. But it is not better than also attending conferences. At some point, maybe when the technology gets to be where you can have a holographic group projection in your room or something like that, where you can feel that you are, in the actual room with other people. But even that it will be approximation, but you will not be able to feel the warmth or to feel the radiations or the auras of other people and the teacher and things of that nature. You can get it sort of psychically if you are more advanced, because everything is connected and you can get it through the astral plane and all that kind of thing. But if you're not, then that part of teaching is going to be more deficient. There's a lot of work to be done, so the level 1 should not be underestimated. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in understanding the teaching, and it takes time. So it should not be rushed. And the program is set up so that you can work at your own pace. It is set up so that you get lessons delivered to you weekly. And that gives enough time for you to work through the lessons and to do all the assignments and to post them and to get feedback on them. And also, you have an interaction requirement in the level 1, especially where you have to communicate with people, other people on your level and who are taking courses. They may be in a different lesson, but you still communicate with them, ask them questions about what something they've said. But anyway, the instructions are there in the lesson for you to go with that. So the lessons will so that week time gives you time to gain all of that. Otherwise, there's a danger of rushing through lessons and just completing them and just getting a more intellectual benefit and not the feeling benefit that you need to be getting also. Let's go into one of the lessons just so we can see. Give you an idea of what to expect. This is the SRO College website now. So now we've gone from the kenyauniversity.com to EgyptianMysterySchool.org, and now we're in the SROCollege.org. This is the actual, where the classes are actually delivered. We're going to go into the first lesson of the Level 1 studies. I'm just going to go through this one just to give an idea for this open house. This is going to be like a general open house video that will be posted. So this is level 1. This is the very first lesson of level 1. You get information and instructions. And keep your journal. There's a video that you play for the video assignment. And there's audio, an audio lecture you listen to as well, and a book reading. It tells you what pages to read. And then once you complete that, the assignments, and you do the also the interaction assignment. Like I said, to communicate with others. So once you do the reading, you do the audio, you do the video, and some lessons may not have all of those. Some lessons have all of those. Some lessons may only have video and audio, or just video, or just reading. So once you finish, then you do the progress test, and then you're able to move on to the next lesson. But before we get to that, you go to, once you do your assignments, if it's for the reading assignment, then you go into the reading form, and that's at the bottom of the page. And you click on there, it'll open up into a discussion forum. And here you'll see where other people have posted things, their answers to the lessons. And this was for the reading of lesson 5, page 51, 58. And then usually right after, I will do a comment to what was posted. and maybe sometimes adding something to the teaching that was given in that lesson. So these feedbacks, these forums, are actually a whole separate learning element of the Communiversity. So you have the books, you have the audio, you have the readings, you have the video, the audio, and you have the writing that you have to do. The writing itself is a whole different element, a whole different component, because it makes you take what you've taken, like I said before, and spit it out. And then that gets looked at by me again, and you get feedback on it, on what you've said. So there are several components of the program. It's a very unique and interesting way of doing it, and also it is not time-based. So you can take the time that you need to complete it. And this was the answer, the feedback to that posting. And here's another posting by another student, by Charles. And here's a reply from me again. So when you're ready to post your assignment, you go to the bottom of the forum page. And go back here again. And you will find a space. You do not start a new topic. You just make your posting. You're not going to post this, but then you just go down here and press submit. And that will add your posting to the lessons. And here are some postings that I'm going to be answering soon, within the next day or so. Okay, so that covers the aspect of looking at the lessons and how they work. If you are going to do your interaction requirement, you would go here and you would hit reply. You do not just start a new comment or a new posting, because you're replying to someone in particular. So you go here and hit reply. And then that posting will appear directly under that person's posting, like mine just did. Otherwise, if you go down here and just do a posting or an answer or a question to someone, it'll appear anywhere, and people won't know that it relates to them. So, one more thing I would say about the forums is that this is like I said before, a whole separate element of the teaching. I consider that the forums and the things that I said, that Subhajat said, these constitute like a whole separate book even of the teaching. And this is only available to students of the Kemet University. And even so much so that some of the assignments, I think about halfway through, there was an assignment to look through the postings of the archives, because we're calling these archives now that they're done, or as they're being done. And one of the assignments is to look through those for certain aspects of the teaching and to report back on those. And it's that important. So the archives of the forums. And so all these are saved for future students to look through, who will come through after you. And you will find that usually what I'll do with these postings, or my replies to them, I'll usually include three elements: a visual element, a proverb, and a feedback, which is what you see here. You see an image, you see a ancient Egyptian proverb, and you see my posting there. And sometimes, very seldom, I may also post audio as well. And speaking of, let's just go quickly and visit the chat room. This is the general chat room that we're using currently. There is a private chat room that's set up, but we're not really using that yet. The chat room meetings are on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And those are open to everyone. Essentially, it is here on the public chat room page. And you essentially can post your text here and press enter, and it'll appear on the chat room page. It's really simple. I'm expecting that by the first quarter of next year, that the company that is doing the chat room system, that they're going to start including audio as well. And so we will have audio communication through the chat room system. If they did video also, then it would be basically a webinar type system like what we're doing now, which would be interesting, but it would be probably very costly. And so I'm not sure, because systems that I've seen so far are very costly, which is why we're using this one, which is separate from the website. But if they were to put it on the website, then it would be more costly. So, but we're looking forward to the audio addition to the chat room, and that will give us that kind of other dimension. But I do like the chat room system the way it works, because it's more text-based, and it prevents us from having audio. Yeah, so in a way that it has a good feature in that it causes everything to be written, and it's there for posterity, and also it's there because if you're only listening, that's one mode of communication, and it can go very quickly, and then you've forgotten what was said just 5 minutes ago, and here you can go back and read it, and also I throw in images of the things that we're discussing, and so on and so forth. So from that standpoint, it's a different kind of element, a different kind of way, and it's more immediate because it's like instant communication, as opposed to the forums, which is now may get to it once every few days, that kind of thing. So this is a different kind of dynamic that I think it's been enjoyed so far, that has been used, and the kind of discussions that have ensued. This is another teaching element, and if you go into the archives of the meetings, I think you will find that it's very useful and productive and positive. And perhaps when we do the Q&A session of this webinar, if you want to speak on any, some of you who are already students, if you want to speak on any of the elements, you comment on anything I said, you can do that. Just finally, to look at the menu of the school, the Asaro College. Those who are not registered cannot go into the site. That's the first thing for you to know. This is only for registered students. The Egyptian Mystery School is open to everyone, and so no registration is needed for that. That's basically information, and that's where you go do your application and you go pay for the courses and things of that nature. But here it's only for studies, and this website is not listed, so that we don't have people chiming in or trying to disrupt it or anything like that. This is the place where I recommend everyone to start. When people get registered, they get a welcome, how to get started email. Gives you some basic information on the layout of the website and things of that nature. And here you can go. There's there's a couple of videos in here how to find your lessons, how to maneuver around the site. So that should be the first step for new students. Class login. Once you've logged in, you go here to My Content, and that'll give you all of the lessons that are available to you. What I said before is that the lessons become available every week. So if you start today on the program, your second lesson will be available in 7 days. And the next one is 7 days after that, and 7 days after that, and so on. So that gives you time, like I said, for you to work on them for the week and to absorb it, not just to run through it, but to absorb it. And this is the level 2 lessons for those who are registering level 2. And this is the African origins. Let's go and discuss African origins. Well, actually, let's do a little, before we do that, because that's kind of in the next section. I'm trying to see, well, let's finish with the menu here first. Here's where our discussion forums are. You can go, I'm not sure if you have this on your side, but you can go here and you can see the latest activity in the forums, the latest things that have been posted. Or you can go here to the forums and it'll open up a page with all the forums that are discussion forums that are there for you to go in and either do postings or to do readings. I think that the readings, to go through and read the things that people have asked or that people have commented on or the assignment postings and my feedback, just that alone is worthy of a separate lesson, and it is. So it's that important. Here you have the syllabuses for the studies programs, and I have to add the one more here to the Teaching of the Temple of Aset course. This should be the same as the one that's on the Egyptian Mysteries School.org website that we just came from. And it is. So back to the menu. These are archives. Archives of the these particular archives here are archives of the EM level 1 and 2 discussion forums, the first forums that were started. Those forums were closed and a new forum was started back in, I think, April or March, because we had a problem with the site and all that kind of thing. But we closed that out and we saved them. And then we opened up a new forum that you just went into and saw it. That's a separate archive also. So it's very dynamic. Information here about starting a spiritual journal along with your classes. This is a personal assignment for you to do. It's not a requirement of the course. It's a recommended aspect, and it gives you information about that. There is a study room and a meditation room. The study room has, your public chat room that we saw earlier. The study room has video and audio for spiritual practice. It has the devotional worship manual on ebook that you can open up. And it's designed so you can come here every day and just play it and listen, or to do readings for your daily spiritual practice. And probably I should go ahead and add some of the videos of the Shedi program that we did earlier this year. But actually, I was considering adding that to the Kemet University as a separate course anyway. But here you can do meditation, or you can do basic postures class. You can do the the daily worship, either the evening, the noon, or the morning worship. So that's the study room. And as an adjunct to the study room, you can also go to the meditation room. And meditation room has a separate either audio and video for you to use for the meditation part of your spiritual practice. And you can play those. I think level 2 has a video. And also this reminds me, the Shetty Room archives. The monthly Shetty meetings, the webinars that are done, are also archived, and you can find those here. You go here to the list for those. Student bookstore discount. You can request a bookstore discount at the Kemet University. EgyptianYogaBooks.com. And so it's a 40% discount, and it's only available to students. And I think we have that open here online as well. And here you can find all the books, you can find the audios, videos, you can find, there are some free ones on the main website also, but these are the paid ones. And also the new T-shirt and craft store posters that are available here as well. I think that covers the orientation for an open house for the Kemet University. So we can open up, see if anyone has any questions or anything like that.
All attendees are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, so you can press *6 to unmute yourselves if you want to say something over the phone or over your computer, or you can put your questions in the chat or your comments if anyone wants to say anything about your experiences with the program so far, those of you who are students of the program.
Would you say that, Ma?
Good, I can hear you.
This is Shemsaket. I have a question. Will this be also available online, this meeting? Will it be taped or recorded? Because I'm unable to get on the site through the Anytime meeting. It says I'm already logged in, but I'm not. So I was just wondering if I can see the videos that you're showing at another time. That's that.
This is being recorded, so it will be posted also, but I'm not sure why you're having difficulty. I know Sibajal was trying to get on in a separate computer also, and she was having difficulty, so we'll have to look into that. And I don't think we've reached the limit of the people who are on, so I'm not sure why there's an issue there, but it's being recorded.
Pooja?
Pooja?
Sibajal, go ahead.
I can send out another link. The link that Amma has on the email did not work for me, but the link that I had from the Facebook page that I created, that one worked. So I'll email that to you right now, Shemsaket.
Dua, I appreciate it.
So, John, why don't you go ahead and send that out to the temple group while you're at it, just in case other people are having difficulty. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, Uja Subaima, this is Aspirant L. Can one start after October? That's a good question, and the answer is yes. This is one of the special features that I came up with after thinking long and hard about the issues of how things are in the world now and how people are sort of involved in many things, and how this is a kind of, it's not bad to say this is the kind of ancillary aspect of people's main lives. And so it needs to be accessible, it needs to be facilitated. And so we've instituted a system whereby it's not time-based. So we're not beginning a program, say, in October and it ending in December 31st or something like that. It's designed that it's self-paced, and so that you will get the interaction, the same interaction that a person starting now and finishing, say, in February, as a person starting in December and finishing in June or by the end of next year or whatever. So you can take whatever time you need to take. It's just that just keep in mind that your registration charges monthly. So the longer you stay, as long as you're willing to pay for the access, to get access to all the archives and to the live feedback and the meetings and things of that nature, then you can do that. And what that also means is that it doesn't, like for instance, your registration. You create a subscription that gets charged monthly or it gets charged weekly or every 2 weeks, however that course is set up. And if you started, say, on September 15th, like today, that means that it will not charge you again until September 15th of next month. So it doesn't go by the month, it goes by the day of when you start. And that's another thing, the way I wanted it also. It's not like, so you don't have to, you don't have to wait till October 1st to get your 30 days. It's not prorated or anything like that. It doesn't have to be, because you can start whenever you want to start. If you were to suspend your subscription because you have something going on and you can't do the work of the program or something like that, you can start it up a couple months down the line also, and you can start off where you were as well. So it's meant to be very flexible that way, and to accommodate a lot of the issues we've seen. Kennedy University has been there for since 2003 when I originally started it, and the program back then was a little too intense for one thing, and the technology was not really there to do all the things that I've done to set up the website. The WordPress had not been invented at that time, I don't think, and things like that back in the early 2000s. So, in a lot of the programs, YouTube was not there to host videos. A lot of things were not in place. So this is meant to be something that facilitates and something that supports. You're paying to support the website, to support us to be able to deliver the courses, put together, and all those kinds of things. And I think it's a very, it's not exactly nominal fee, but it's actually very low, and it's hopefully very affordable for everyone as well. But the bottom line is that you can start the course in October, you can start it in November, you can start it now, and you get your same, like for instance, you're not going to start it today and then paying for a whole month, and then October 1st, you're going to get charged again. It's just not like that. at all. So you get your 30 days from whenever you start. So it's very flexible, and that's one of the criteria of the program, the way it's set up. That was an important point. Any other questions or comments? Okay, the new link worked. So a not good link went out for some of you. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, so if there are no questions or comments, we will take a brief 5-minute break and do part 2, that we're going to introduce the new course and the reset on the African origins. Okay.